Hi, let's talk about Pokemon. Now, this is not going to be my full synopsis on this game. I still have to see a lot more to this game. At the current moment, we only have the base game and the little add-ons we're getting over time. And today we're talking about Legends ZA. Now, I've sat with this game for about a month. I've not played it in a couple of weeks, like head on. Like I've not done a lot of different things. I've been working more generally to complete the research task, which it's gonna be a little like annoying to catch 50 rock types and catch 50 electric types. But I'm not too pressed about it. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm trying to get what I need done. But I'm gonna be generally talking about my experience with this game. Pretty much what this video is. Now, if I'm comparing ZA to Arceus, I think they're two completely different works of art. Now, I don't mean that in a wrong, bad way. I just mean they're completely two different things, and there is no competition where they're. What's the saying? What's the saying? You can't compete where there is no competition. Now I remember. Legends Arceus did a spectacular thing and dropping us into this. I wanted to say prehistoric. It's not prehistoric. It's or dropping us in a piece of time that has been undiscovered to at least main Pokemon fans, and giving us the stories that we kind of had an idea of and reinstalling them, reinforcing them, and building upon them and making beautiful things, which absolutely everything you can ask for. I did another video on PLA. I also fuck up my puns. I also fucked up on saying that name millions of fucking times. But I did another video where I kind of just glazed PLA for like 10 minutes straight, and I don't feel like you got like the best synopsis of the game, and I'm sorry for that, but I love that fucking game so much. Getting back to ZA, I feel like I need to see more of it to say my final piece. Especially the DLC part. This is very new ground of a game releasing and then releasing that it has a DLC that's coming a month afterwards. It's pretty much just telling us that we didn't get the finished story in what you bought. It's like, which, absolutely. I prefer if they would have just done the aspect of Scarlet and Violet where, we got the full kind of thing, but there was still some mysteries, which generally they do that type of stuff for like a game that's going to be expanded upon later on in the series, which we did for like Diamond and Pearl, and Unova. There is things that needed to be touched upon that we didn't get the information for, and how am I saying this? I just think Scarlet and Violet had a good circle for where a game needed to be for a Pokemon game. But it adding on the DLCs made the door, everything cohesive and everything closed where it needed to be. And it made a great circle for a game. It made a great ecosystem for a game. As for ZA, we've not been in Kalos for some time, and apparently in-game it's only been about 5 years since the events of Kalos. And I'm going to say two separate things about each game. Kalos, the original X and Y games, felt very hollow, but not in a bad way. It felt hollow in the aspect of like, this is your first time being like your own OC in a character, like your own, like this is your first time being yourself in the story, because a lot of the times I think before, like I want to say White 2 up, you were playing a character that was kind of existed in the world, you were playing a character that kind of just is there. now we had our chance to personalize our character and make this character us, and make it like, oh, we're a kid that kind of got dropped off. Like, we just moved to Kalos and we're starting our journey, which was a great thing. I think X and Y did a great job at making a hollow game where it kind of just felt like the shell of a story that was like, it gave us something to work with. But ZA kind of did something where we are like that, but it's kind of a hollow that's not all the way right. I don't know how to explain that, but it's just not all the way right. Because one thing, absolutely, they're giving us a world of customization to play with in ZA. But it just feels like we're finishing a story that wasn't finished to start with. You know? Do you catch what I mean? Even though we're getting a whole bunch of like, I'm not gonna like knock down anything that we saw in the game, like, you know, further mega evolutions. We're getting, you know, expansion on lore. We're getting built upon things for AZ and Flowlet. I'm trying to be like not spoiler in case you've not played the game, but I think a lot of people have played the game. But still, we got a lot of expanded things on Zygarde, which we were all screaming for, and absolutely, it feels great to see them flourish in the way they did. But is it what we needed? That was a long ass clip, bitch. Oh my god, I actually was like talking the whole way through it too. I don't hate ZA at all. I think it sits in a spot where I'm just like, okay, I want to see more. I'm still waiting to see more. I want to see what the DLC elaborates on, because it honestly looks kind of cool. We're going into a hyperspace area that we're also seeing old characters returning, like Karina, which is crazy, and we're also seeing other Mega Evolutions like Zeraora, which was just announced, and Chimecho, and Baxcalibur, which is a new Pokemon that just got released. They're all cool. I think they're like, I'm happy that especially like Pokemon like Chimecho is getting a you know, love in the way like that. I think it's well deserved. If I had to talk about story aspects, Urbane is an asshole. He has very much like main character syndrome, which I do agree with a lot of like different takes I've been seeing. He does have a lot of main character. I think the comedy and like the, you can tell that someone in like media has been working on this game, like, because the delivery of jokes, delivery of like things, it's like, it was cute. Like I general laughs out of like, oh my god, they know what they're fucking doing. Like they like literally they understand the humor that they're trying to portray. But the one thing was that they weren't very like, I guess they kind of were, because they know that he suffers from main character syndrome. Sorry, he suffers from main character syndrome heavily. Like literally, he takes on that shit like, what the fuck are you doing? Like Urbane is crazy. I don't know. I would have to do like a full video just on Urbane and Tawny, which I guess I don't. Is there anything different between their character at all, like other than like, you know, being boy girl, but still, like, is there anything different between like their dialogue or how they act? Because quite literally, he has main character syndrome. Like literally, he has to be the focal point of everything, and he has to be mysterious. He has to do this. He's doing shady work behind the fucking doors. And also, why the fuck are you so weak? Yet you've been in Lumio City for how long? And you just became A rank when we got there. Girl, what the fuck is going on? You need to work a little bit harder. Like, and your team just got Mega Evolutions? You got Mega Evolution before they did. I don't know. I kind of get it because, like, you know, Naveen and Lita weren't all that interested in Pokemon battles, but still, yeah. I'm still waiting to see more from ZA, but I think this is the end of my video for right now. Plus, I'm running out of time, so I will see y'all later.